So today we're going to be talking about why struggling to lose fat can honestly be a result of you just having poor sleep, how cortisol and sleep will impact your body composition. So essentially how your body looks. A lot of people think that when fat loss stalls, they need to just eat less or train more, when in reality, it could just be the fact that their sleep is not optimal. That's one missing link that a lot of people miss. So we want to make sure that we keep that, top quality A1 at all times. This is what you should be looking like at night before bed, not like this guy with the phone in his face. He'll probably have some very bad sleep, but this guy right here, yeah, he's doing it right. But yeah, let's break down how stress, cortisol, and poor sleep can affect your body composition. So first things first, what is cortisol? Cortisol is your body's main stress hormone. It helps regulate metabolism, blood sugar, and inflammation. And as you can see by the chart, it will spike in the morning, but then throughout the day, it will go down. However, chronic elevation of cortisol, so imagine this doesn't go down, it stays straight, just staying elevated, that's going to lead to fat storage. You might even have a little bit of muscle loss, which we do not want. It spikes naturally in the morning, but stress and poor sleep can elevate it further. And yeah, we just don't want it, guys. We want a nice chart like this. We don't want it elevated. So the sleep stress connection, how poor sleep fuels belly fat. So as you guys can see on the chart, we want the blue. That one is perfect, not the red. Oop, I moved that. Move that back. But yeah, how sleep affects cortisol. Lack of sleep raises cortisol levels. Poor sleep, elevated evening cortisol when it really should be low at that point. And this could lead to disrupted circadian rhythm and metabolic slowdown, which once again we do not want. It's crazy. Just because you have bad sleep, cortisol levels are going to be raised, and yeah, it can result in your metabolism slowing down, which then is going to result in you not burning as many calories as you probably should on a normal day had you had gotten some good sleep. Now, the correlation with cortisol and belly fat. Cortisol increases your fat storage, especially around the midsection. That is really more of the visceral fat around the organs, and as you guys can see, it is linked to stress and hormonal imbalances, aka cortisol being elevated the entire day. That is a hormonal imbalance that we are talking about. And stress eating and cravings will worsen the issue. The problem is when cortisol is elevated, aka the body's main stress hormone, people like to eat when they are super stressed, but that's going to then worsen the issue. We do not want that. So getting some good sleep the night before really has an impact on your next day and the days after that, more than a lot of people think, to be honest. So, how sleep regulates hormones and powers your recovery. Sleep and appetite hormones. So, poor sleep is going to increase ghrelin. Ghrelin is a hormone that is going to make your body, or it's going to tell your body, hey, we are hungry, let's eat. It's also going to decrease leptin, meaning that you are not going to be satisfied when you do eat, aka, you're not going to get that full feeling. So if you are poor sleep, you are going to be feeling super hungry, but you're also never going to really feel full. That is a bad combination of hormones like imbalances to be in, because now you're going to be eating a lot of food, probably not going to be good food because you're going to be a stress eater, but you're not going to feel full. So yeah, you're going to eat a whole lot of that bad food. It's just we just don't want to be in that. That's a bad combo. So as I said here, more cravings. It's also going to make worse decision making and increase calorie intake. So instead of eating that chicken and rice or those that eggs and turkey bacon, now you're going for like regular sugary cereal. You're going for like the pizzas and the burgers and fries, stuff that we do not need on a regular daily basis. Every once in a while, fine, but if you're really trying to hit some certain fitness goals, you got to be smarter with your eating habits. But getting poor sleep makes it hard to do so. And yeah, you'll especially crave carbs and sugary foods. So as I mentioned here, lack of sleep, increased ghrelin, decreased leptin, bad combo. We don't want that. Sleep and recovery though, when you sleep, that's where recovery and fat burning happens. This is why people, especially if you're really trying to like get fit in any way, shape, or form, whether it's like gain muscle, lose fat, better endurance, whatever your goal is, you want to get optimal sleep. You need optimal sleep. People really sleep on the fact that they need sleep. Like it's crazy how powerful sleep is, and people really don't understand it. Poor sleep lowers growth hormone and testosterone. It also will affect your performance, muscle preservation, and then, oh my gosh, muscle preservation and energy. Um, yeah, you definitely want to make sure that you are getting good sleep. It's just gonna help with every facet of your life, literally. You've seen some people, you probably met people who chronically get like low amounts of sleep, 3, 4 hours a night, And yeah, I mean, with all due respect, just kind of visualize, like look at them, kind of observe them and see exactly the way that it is that they're living. And not necessarily, I'm not saying to judge, I want to make that clear, but just kind of look at them. Like, do they always seem tired? Are they in good shape or not? Do they always feel like they're having, cravings that are just going like crazy, always wanting sugary, high carb foods? More than likely, yes, especially if they don't get a lot of sleep. It's just how it is. Unfortunately, it's hard to fight against hormones a lot of the time. But sleep is where your body repairs, it restores, and helps you to burn fat. So without enough of it, not only do you feel sluggish, you actually might lose less fat and lose also muscle, and your body can't build or recover properly. So, what do we do to combat that? Get better sleep, the 7 to 9 rule. First things first, set a regular sleep schedule, even on the weekends. A lot of people like to, stay up on the weekends. No, you want to set a regular sleep schedule. Avoid screens 1 hour before bed. So, if we go back to the first guy, we don't want to look like him. We want to look like this guy. And yeah, you also want to try maybe some breathing exercises, magnesium, specifically magnesium glycinate. I personally take it. It's very much fantastic. Really helps with just like that calming effect, help you to go to bed, and also have a wind down routine. Just a way to like de-stress and just prepare for a good sleep. I promise you, once you really start focusing on getting good sleep, your entire days are going to change for the better. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of consistent, uninterrupted sleep. Prioritize quality, so a cool room. I know that there's always like debates on the best like temperature to sleep in. Personally, me, I'm a 67-degree guy. I need it like 67, at most 69 degrees. Anything more than that, yeah, I don't know, my sleep might not be as good, and we need to make sure we get some good sleep around here. But have a regular bedtime. I've also heard that having a heavy blanket can very much help. I know a lot of times the duvet, I think is what it's pronounced, but yeah, some people love that. So just make sure you prioritize quality sleep, whatever that means for you. And you can even track your sleep like you do your calories and workout. In my opinion, I think that's a great idea. The more you track, the more you can really then see exactly, what areas you would need to improve on, and just or where what areas you're doing great on, and then continue on that. So tracking your sleep is also something that can definitely help too. These simple habits, they can drastically change how well you sleep, recover, and burn fat, all while making your days easier, just by incorporating some of these. So make sure you get enough sleep, man. I'm telling you right now, you'll feel that difference. So start small. Maybe on certain days you make sure you go to bed and then increase from there. Stay consistent. Watch how your energy, your cravings, and your results all improve, even without changing your workouts or even like your diet. But I'm telling you guys, do not sleep on getting good sleep.